Hey everyone, Keeper here. So I recorded a video with this deck yesterday, and as it turned out, my microphone wasn't plugged in properly, so it had absolutely no sound to it for some reason. And I think that it was the universe's way of telling me that if I'm going to complain about the fact that this is where I would sideboard X card in if I were playing best of three, like I did most of that video, I probably should just play best of three. I lost a lot of games with this deck yesterday, and I kept saying that I have sideboard answers for the deck that I'm facing, but I'm playing best of one. So I'm taking the message from the universe, and I'm just going to play some best of three with this deck today instead, since I can't use that video anyway. That being said, let me show the deck off here real quick. We got Izzet Flash today. It's a deck list that I picked up on mtgazone.com, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have a link to the article in the description below. It's a deck that apparently was submitted by Jessica Estephan for Mythic Championship VII this coming weekend. This coming weekend, because today is December 1st for me. And this deck is Izzet Flash. It's got the typical Brineborn Cutthroat that is pretty common and prevalent in any sort of Flash deck. Brazen Borrower, I'm not sure I've seen this in Simic Flash yet, maybe one or two, but it substitutes, I guess, for the fact that we don't have a lot of the other green Flash cards in this deck. It's not 100% Flash creatures because it does have 3 Gadwicks and the 4 Bonecrusher Giants, which means that there are some plays that you do have to pull on your own turn. But other than that, it is very similar to any other Flash deck in the sense that it's got a bunch of Brineborn Cutthroats, a bunch of card selection, and a lot of permission. Not as much as maybe the Simic Flash decks do, but still a considerable amount more than I've seen around lately, given that both Veil of Summer was a prevalent thing, and Teferi is still a pretty good 3-drop Planeswalker. But that being said, it does have also some nice answers in the sideboard. It's got Mystical Dispute to stop that turn 3 Teferi. It's got some Flame Sweep that can destroy tokens and mono red before they get too big. It's got another Negate. Sorcerous Spyglass is good for dealing with Witch's Oven and obviously troublesome Planeswalkers. The Royal Scions, I like this card. I haven't really found a good home for this card yet, but this might actually, well, given that it's in the sideboard, it's probably not the best home for this card either. Otherwise, it'd be in the main deck. But it does seem like it has some potential in this deck for the long game. And obviously, a single copy of Chandra, Wicked Inferno, which is just powerhouse against almost anything that plans on going longer into the game. I really not much more I can say about this deck. Let's pick a sleeve here, and let's take it into best of 3, something I haven't done in a long time on Arena. So that would be traditional standard ranked. Let's switch that out for this one, and let's see if I was right in my assumption that were I playing best of 3, I'd have a better overall win rate with this deck. It didn't seem like it yesterday. I was actually in a bit of doubt about this deck. I lost a lot of games yesterday. I won't really say that it was entirely due to not having the answers. Sometimes the answers were in my deck. I just didn't draw them. I faced a couple of aggressive decks that just outsped or sped past all of my initial cards. I did deal with a bunch of Jeskai decks that I just couldn't find the counter spells when I really needed them, when it counted. But maybe with best of 3, we'll stand a better chance. Oh, I am in silver, which is very unfortunate. I didn't get a chance to grind past gold last season, so hopefully this time, if I get chance to jump start here, I can do something about that and make it out of platinum even by the end of the month. That'd be fantastic if I could pull that off. I'm just gonna swing in with a Spectral Sailor and leave up Quench, which is usually the game plan of an Izzet flash deck, or any flash deck really. Leave up counter spells. Depending on what my opponent does here, I can obviously Quench it, or I can Bonecrusher Giant end of turn. So Forest, okay. Forest is scary. Gruul. Lovestruck Beast. I am going to counter that. They get neither the 1/1 nor the Lovestruck after the fact. End the turn. I'm minimizing the amount of damage I do to myself. Not necessarily because I have to or anything. My opponent isn't really... yeah, I'll play this... Actually, yeah. So I can draw a card with Spectral Sailor if need be. Another Gruul Spellbreaker. Alright, yeah, that resolves. Don't really have a choice here. And I can't Bonecrusher Giant here either. So I'm just going to draw a card with Spectral Sailor. Fabled Passage isn't... Oh, wow, okay. Definitely not what I was looking for here. I will deal 2 to my opponent and play the Bonecrusher Giant here. Swing with the Spectral Sailor. I will chump here. Okay. That's their turn. I'm okay with that. Ouch. That's unfortunate, especially when I'm flooding out here. That's a lot of land. What can I sideboard in here? All I've seen so far is Spellbreaker. It's a lot of 3 toughness. 3 and potentially 4 toughness. Oh boy, yeah, no, that's game. Land. This deck doesn't really play that many lands, so that's some serious flooding. Alright, so I guess I can take some Lava Coils and some Aether Gusts here. Not really sure what else I can put in to deal with aggro. Chandra. And what do I cut here? Rouse Outburst might be too slow. Got 3 more cards. Shock. Cut the Spectral Sailor. Non-creature. They do have some, but... And Brazen Borrower just seems like a bad blocker here. Yeah, we'll try it this way. Play first. That is not good. No red. Do I hope that I draw red and by turn? I'm gonna have to mulligan that. I can't keep that hand. This is much better. I will put back Temple, I guess. Yep. Okay. Yes, I am going to obviously hold up both Brineborn and Quench, depending on what my opponent does here. Passing the churn. Huh, that's frightening. Do I just opt here? Do I suspect that they've got a stomp? They probably do have a stomped, so I'm just gonna opt here. Yeah, I'll take that Fabled Passage. Mythic Champion of the Wilds. I haven't seen that in a deck in some time. Okay, so that's might be a sideboard card. Cindervines, huh? I will play this. And I will quench those Cindervines. I'll grab red. Oops, too far. Red. Oh, ouch. Alright. Scry. Yeah, I'll leave that up on top. And I will Sorcery Speed kill that Harpooner. While leaving up Aether Gust, I guess. See what my opponent has here. Oh. Yep. Now I gotta try and dig to an answer for that questing beast. That's not an answer to the questing beast. That's not an answer to the questing beast either, but sure. So I think I'm just gonna have to pass the churn mountain steam vents. All right. Don't really want to attack into that questing beast just yet. I will try to Castle Vantress here. Okay. Wait. Creature deals damage equal to its power target creature planeswalker you don't control. Alright, so my creature does not fight back. Right. Yeah, that resolves. I can never remember which one fights back, which one doesn't. Alright, here. Yeah, Paradise Druid is fine. That's not where my concerns are. Okay, so I can play the Brineborn Cutthroat. Ooh, that's gonna have haste. I can't block the Shifting Ceratops here, but I can block the Questing Beast and take only 5 from the Shifting Ceratops instead. Doesn't really leave me in a very good position though. Oops. Damn it. That'll be game. Oh, didn't end turn. Alright. Absolutely unnecessary. You already have the win, there's no need to add. Alright, let's give it another try. It starts to seem like this might not be a very good deck for the meta right now. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe someone can enlighten me on what I'm doing wrong here. I had similar results with this deck yesterday where I just kept getting thoroughly bashed. This might be Esper stacks. Oh no, Knights. Okay. Sure. That's actually perfect. Deal with it now before it gets too out of hand. Is this Mardu Knights or Orzhov Knights? I guess we're about to find out. Resolve. Orzhov Knights? So my opponent can go for the pump here. And I'm not sure. If he decides to pump, then I'll just kill the knight on my turn. Guess not. Okay. Brineborn Cutthroat it is. Mortify? Oh, Murderous Rider. Alright. No, Gadwick is a good draw. Do I just want to rouse Outburst on my turn in order to ensure that that knight dies? Yep, that actually looks like the play to me. Knight of the Ebon Legion can get out of hand really quick. I'm going to take the Quench here. Oh. Okay. That's a weird pass. Sure. Not entirely sure why my opponent just... Oh. Black Lance Paragon. Sure. That's cool. That works. Turns out that auto passing to the end of the turn doesn't actually work. It doesn't actually auto pass to the end of the turn. Do I want... No, I'll just take the 3 for now. See what my opponent has. Alright. What are you holding? Another murderous rider? That'd be cool. Alright. I don't get to kill their Black Lance Paragon, but that's okay by me. Sadly, that is going to resolve. I could have ionized that, but I would rather not. Okay. If I stomp now, they can pump the Knight of the Ebon Legion. I could stomp that Black Lance Paragon. If they pump the Knight of the Ebon Legion now, they can't pump it to block my Brineborn. Yeah, that actually sounds good. Can either pump it now and save it, or lose it because you're not going to be able to pump it to stop my Brineborn Cutthroat anyway. Yep. That actually puts up a good question here. They're tapped out. I will hit with this Brineborn. Do I want... So I can take a bunch of damage here. Or just play this. Yeah. That actually seems like the correct play here. Play that tapped. Acclaimed Contender. Strong. Oh, Midnight Reaper. Okay, so this really is just a pure Orzhov Knights deck. That's pretty interesting, to be honest. I'm actually not going to block that. Do I want to Gadwick for any amount? Yes, I am going to Gadwick. No. I am just going to play Gadwick, actually. And leave up Ionize. If I attack... They're not forced to block, and then they have lethal on the crackback. So I'm just going to pass the turn, say go. If they play something before combat, I can tap a few things by ionizing. Or a few things, at least one thing, by ionizing in response. Okay, that's not the choice. So what I am going to do here, force them to pump. And take 3. That wasn't a very good draw. X equals 1. That doesn't matter what I tap. Fabled Passage, okay. No, so they do have it. All right. Tap that. I did not expect them to play the Midnight Reaper before combat here. I could, but they'll just play the Murderous Rider as a blocker. So I'll just trade for the Claimed Contender. This will not be enough. This will not be enough. They can attack with both. I can chump the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Take 2, they gain 2. And then what? And then what? What can I top deck to end this? Certainly not that. Okay, so what do I gotta bring in here? Lava Coils, Flame Sweep. Chandra. Take out... I haven't seen a single Brazen Borrower. I'm going to take them out. Leave the Gadwick. I didn't see any non-creatures, so I'm going to take out these negates. Shocks are good. In fact, I wish I had some more shocks. And I guess cut... Cut. Opt. Because the Ral's Outburst is good too. Yeah, it looks like the best choice I've got right now. Alright, on the play. On the play. I'm going to keep this hand. I am going to lead with a temple though. My opponent took one mulligan. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Temple. Nope. I need lands. Lands, lands, lands. Can this deck impress me this time? I am actually going to take 2 and play that. Keep up Stomp. No? Alright. I'm guessing Black Lance Paragon. Pass turn. There we go. I will let that resolve. Yep. Thing of Beauty. I will take the 3 here. Oh, nothing else? Okay. Alright, well I got Gadwick up, but I am going to pass the turn. Leave up both Flame Sweep and Ionize here. See whichever is more useful. Might be the Ionize actually. Oh, nothing from my opponent. Okay. Another Ionize. That's good. Double Flame Sweep, double Ionize. What do you have, opponents? Sure. No play. Well, I'm not going to kill that yet. Temple. If they play a Black Lance Paragon in order to create a human, I'll let that happen. Oh no, okay. Midnight Reaper? Sure. That resolves. They are going to get to draw a bunch of cards here, but I'm going to let that resolve. Take 2. I'm gonna play this, leave up the Ionize and say go. I am gonna Ionize that because they don't really need to have a Murder Strider. Oh. Ouch. That's not a night. I've been bamboozled. Sure. X equals 1. Not even remotely. I need double Lava Coil to deal with that. It's not a Lava Coil. Decline. That's also not a Lava Coil. Alright, so Ral's Outburst that. Yeah, let's tap that Ethereal Absolution. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. I can deal with that troll. It's just going to be really stupid. Resolve. Yes, I will sacrifice. One. Two. Do you have it, opponent? If that's not card advantage, I don't know what is. 3 cards to deal with 1 threat. Of course. We are on a losing tear with this deck. I don't think it is as good as people are hoping. Either that or I'm just drawing really bad or playing really bad. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. It's unfortunate because I like the concept of the deck. I just can't seem, I don't know, I'm just either getting unlucky with the matchups. Truth be told, I wish Jessica luck with this deck at Mythic Championship VII, and hopefully she can do well with it where I haven't, because I'm sure she has very good reasons to choose this deck. Maybe they're completely eluding me. Maybe she's expecting a different metagame than the one I've been currently facing. I don't know. I obviously have no idea what the reasoning is. Yeah, I got nothing here. I can't even play the Spectral Sailor because it'll just die to that. Ethereal Absolution, so... Yep. That's all it takes. Alright. Maybe I did something incredibly wrong. Maybe I played the deck incredibly wrong. I'm not entirely sure. what I could have done different. I gave it its opportunity in best of 3, which I do enjoy best of 3. Don't get me wrong. It's just as far as recording videos goes, I played 2 matchups. Doesn't really, I don't know. Doesn't play as well, I guess. Doesn't show as much variety of matchups, but it does show the sideboarding, I guess. I'm not sure if I sideboarded correctly there. I'm not entirely familiar with this deck. I picked it up yesterday just to try it out and to record some gameplay with it, because I've been hearing that it's really good. Maybe I should go read a primer on it and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Either way, it seems, if the article is correct, that it's what Jessica Estephan submitted for Mythic Championship VII, and I'm sure she knows better than I do how to navigate this deck, and she's probably got a very good reason, very good metagame in mind for this deck to be good in. And I might just have been very unfortunate as far as the decks that I've faced so far with it. But yeah, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it with this deck. Going to have to try and climb out of silver with something else. Yeah, not much more I can say about it. So as far as that goes, I appreciate you all joining me. Hit that like somewhere. I can never find it. I can't see it. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It's MarcialPeralta85. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next video.